What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the MattyO channel. Today, we're back out on the ranch to talk about the biggest gamer of them all, our boy, Pewdiepies. I think it's fair to say that he's made some headlines in the past couple of weeks. You know, just a few. It's not like it was anywhere or everything. Basically, the dude just hit 100 million subscribers, and he didn't take a day off. No, he found himself right back at the center of controversy once again. And on top of that, there was a bit of an issue with his 100 mil plaque. Honestly, guys, I feel like we should just give PewDiePie some time, you know? Maybe he could take a week, turn off his phone and camera, and just disconnect, live in a cave or something. I don't know, because honestly, his life has been a roller coaster recently. And I'm not talking about the dragon one that was at all the carnivals I went to as a kid. I'm talking about the Superman ride at Six Flags. So without further ado, if you're gonna ride along in this roller coaster with me, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times, and remember to fasten your seatbelts, because here we go. Oh, and if you enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, it really helps. 100 million subscribers. That's a third of the US population sitting down each day and watching a Swedish man living in the UK playing Minecraft and look at Reddit. It's actually an insane milestone, only done once before by a literal media giant that's based in one of the most populous countries in the world. So, people were expecting something big from YouTube for this. After all, even if it's to their dismay, PewDiePie is 100% irrefutably the face of the platform. And the 50 million subscriber award was a wicked nice Ruby brofist, which was entirely custom. And a brofist is like a thing PewDiePie used to do. He doesn't really do it that much anymore, where he would put his fist up to his webcam or whatever so that when you're watching the video you could like fist bump him or whatever. I don't know. But it was a pretty cool custom award. So people were expecting something big for the 100 mil award, and YouTube put out this video. Now, I know it's not custom, but it's actually pretty neat. Minimalistic and all that jazz, but immediately people were a little annoyed that it wasn't custom. However, PewDiePie said that he likes it, so that kind of died down really quickly, especially with the other controversy going on. And I mean, as we all saw in the Twitter video, this was a handcrafted piece of art. Not to mention that there are only 2 of them that have ever gone out to anyone. So the craftsmanship on these must be world class, right? For 100 million subs, you'd expect it to shine brighter than Morg's stepdad's head after emerging from a tub of whatever odd thing Mr. Beast put Chandler and friends in a bathtub full of the week before. And when PewDiePie unboxes it, it looks pretty nice. But honestly, it seems that things just aren't made as well as they used to be over in Britain. Brexit joke made by an American? I'm sure they'll love that. In another video, which was addressing the other issue that we're going to talk about in a minute, while fondling about with the new play button, the glass red play button falls out of the center of the award, like the heart of YouTube falling out of its chest, I guess. It just sort of falls apart, honestly.
You know, I'm proud of this.
I knew that putting an IKEA in Silicon Valley was a terrible idea. Don't worry though, Felix. I'll pop down to the old Home Depot and get some Gorilla Glue. It'll probably hold up better than whatever they used originally. And never fear, viewer, this roller coaster is heading back up another hill, as YouTube responded on Twitter saying that they'll send him a new one. So shout out to them for that, and also shout out to Flex Seal for reaching out and saying that they would help him reattach it, because that's pretty funny. Now, the part that you all came for. During his 100 million subscriber video, PewDiePie announced that he would be giving $50,000 to a charity. Now, of course, I'm not going to be saying that charity's name in this video because, well, reasons that should be evident as we talk about it. For backstory, this charity was one of the prominent groups going after Felix during the last big controversy. And I'm not talking about the bridge one, I'm talking about the Fiverr one, with one of the most prominent members of the organization even applauding Disney for dropping PewDiePie. So obviously, this raised a lot of red flags with his fans. Coupled with the fact that he had announced this donation in a now removed part of an ad read that sounded a little, well, strange. Like he didn't actually want to do it to his fans. Conspiracy theories began circulating almost immediately. This was bigger than the time Marina Joyce got abducted by aliens or whatever when she went AWOL for like a month. I saw it literally everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. Well, actually, you couldn't see it on Reddit because the PewDiePie submissions subreddit had a mod that put the place on lockdown. I mean, seriously, I don't know what they usually do during the day. These guys were on a crusade. They could not have left their computer for more than 5 minutes. Certain people were claiming that this whole thing was blackmail. That's why he was doing it. He was being forced. He was being blackmailed into making the donation. Others were saying that it was a way of sneaking back into YouTube's good graces, like Solid Snake sneaking into an enemy installation. I even saw one guy saying that PewDiePie was replaced. Like, for whatever reason, this guy thought that somebody had gone to PewDiePie, kidnapped him, put a body double in place, like nobody would notice, and had him read out that he was giving a donation so that PewDiePie would be forced to do it. Now, that's, it's a little wild, and why did people jump to these theories, you might ask? Well, let alone allegations that this organization is possibly a little partisan, or that these are the people who tried to mark Pepe the Frog as a symbol of hate, but they're also the ones that allegedly went after PewDiePie, and if they went after him, then they could go after anyone. What's stopping them from going after a small YouTuber, you know, taking your favorite YouTuber's jokes out of context in just the same way that they did to Felix? That $50,000 donation could have gone right back into hurting YouTubers, suppressing their free speech, and ultimately doing what they did to Pewds to a smaller channel that probably wouldn't be able to bounce back from it the way that he did. After all, if they'd gone after a smaller channel, somebody who isn't the largest creator on the site, I think that we can assume that PewDiePie's situation would not apply. So we can safely say that this was a bad move on Felix's part. At least most of his base felt that way. And you know, I can't help but feel a little bit bad for the guy. I mean, he just got married. He hit the biggest possible milestone ever hit. And he single-handedly revived the Minecraft community all in the course of like a month. Then this one, admittedly badly thought out move, and he's being attacked by his own fans. It was like the Wild West for a little bit there. Luckily, Felix responded on Twitter. Misrepresenting headlines of me has led me down a path of twists with the MSM for years now. Previously, it hadn't bothered me much. I know who I am. But after the travesty a few months ago, my own clash with mainstream media was manipulated as a tool for destruction. I'm not okay with this situation any longer, and I've felt responsibility to make changes. Making a donation to the insert charity group name doesn't make sense to everyone, especially since they've outright spoken against me. I wanted to show publicly that I can move past it and move on. I think that it's important. This just isn't my fight anymore. This seemed to mean that he was still gonna make the donation, and his fans were still not having any of it. Some fans started analyzing the tweet and came away with some rather weird information. They decided that if you looked at the cutoff text at the very top of the message, it looked like it read "help me," which, I mean, another conspiracy theory. I don't think it actually says that, but regardless, this was just adding tinder to the fire. People were going off again, like Alex Jones on a G Fuel binge. Though honestly, I think as much as I like to make fun of the fringe folks, there might have been something going down here behind the scenes. Mind you, not blackmail or spy thriller. I don't think PewDiePie was abducted by aliens and the aliens put somebody in his place to, you know, make the donation for him or whatever. It just strikes me as a little bit odd that he would make a post like this, defending his donation, saying that he wanted to move on and that it was important to him and all that, and then he releases this video.
Stop! I just wanted to interrupt this video because I need to make an announcement. Did you guys see the video I made where I celebrated 100 million subscribers? It was a video I was really excited about. I talked about my journey from going to 0 to 100 million subscribers. It did have a brand attachment to it, which maybe wasn't the most fitting place, but it was a cool product, so I thought it wouldn't matter. When we were planning the collaboration, we thought it would be nice to donate to a charity as a way to celebrate. I made the mistake of picking a charity that I was advised instead of picking a charity that I'm personally passionate about, which is 100% my fault. Usually when I pick a charity, I take my time, I find a charity that I'm really excited about and actually passionate to donate to. So when I uploaded the video talking about the charity, it was very brief and people could tell something was off. The whole internet just didn't believe it. Like, why is he donating to his charity? Look at his face, full conspiracy mode. It was very interesting to watch that unfold. To be fair, I saw it as an opportunity to put an end to these alt-right claims that has been thrown against me. It wasn't to try and clear my name or save grace. If it was, I would have done it years ago. But after the Christchurch tragedy, I felt a responsibility to do something about it because it's no longer just about me. It affected other people in a way, and I'm not okay with that. I've struggled to figure out how to do that, but this was not the right way to go about it. I knew it wasn't perfect, but I also didn't know a lot of things that surfaced throughout this whole thing about the charity that doesn't fit at all. So I understand why people had concerns about it. And these are things that I would have known myself if I had just taken my time. This whole thing was planned during my wedding and the honeymoon, and 100 million was coming up as well, so it was all very rushed. It really doesn't feel genuine for me to proceed with a donation at this point, and I instead wanted to actually take my time, keep the intent that I had, but just doing it with the right charity and doing it properly. So I just wanted to make that clear. I'm sorry for all the confusion, and I'm sorry for messing this up. That's what I do. Let's get on with the video.
I mean, I think he did the right thing when he retracted his donation. I, for one, am glad that he did. It might stop the charity in question from going after another YouTuber for seemingly no reason. It might stop someone for having their jokes taken out of context and have their life ruined. So good on you, Felix. But it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with your original response on Twitter. The Twitter post, since deleted, made it seem like this was your choice, that you did it to put something behind you that was fair enough. Honestly, whether or not I like the group or believe that they could do harm to the YouTube community with a donation, if you did it, put something behind you, and it was your choice, then I can't really blame you. But to go from that to saying that you were advised to donate to the charity, that just smells fishy. I don't know though, it could have just been a knee-jerk reaction to defend your choice. What do you guys think? Either way though, while this brought our roller coaster back up to the top of the largest hill, it started to go back down, as his revocation of the donation has led to him coming under fire by some of the mainstream groups that attacked him the first time. And though he managed to curtail a lot of the conspiracy theories, there have been more conspiracy theories going off on him again, and it's over the symbol that appears on the neckline of his sweatshirt in the video. You can go take a look if you want. It's kind of crazy. It's taken out of context. Again, they always do that. Whatever he does, the guy can't win. So guys, what do you think about the whole situation? At the end of the day, I think that Pewds just needs a break from all this drama. If I can barely keep up with it, then I cannot imagine how he feels. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm going to start shouting out a commenter at the end of every video, so if you want a chance to appear, tell me the wildest thing that has ever happened to you down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like and consider subscribing. Have a great day, and God bless you.